single mum Kelly lives a life of constant chaos.
Did you just hit me? And now you've just hit me.
She battles with her two unruly children who have turned the family home into a virtual bomb site.
Throwing all the washing everywhere.
Don't hit me!
But it's their aggressive behaviour that has left Kelly not knowing where to turn.
No!
She's hoping that Supernanny Jo Frost, with her 15 years experience dealing with children all over Britain, will rescue her from this crisis.
Listen to me. You do not bite me. I do not like that behaviour.
But how will the children and Kelly cope with Jo's strict techniques?
No, it's just talk. Kelly. No, but Kelly, you're not talking to me. It's shouting, it's loud. No.
No, I've had enough. No, I've had enough.
This is Kelly Steer, a 25-year-old single mum from Crawley. She is bringing up her two children, 4-year-old Callum and 5-year-old Sophie, with additional help from her mother, Trina. Even with her mum's help, Kelly's life is in crisis.
Stop screaming! You throw that and you're being your...
Just getting through each day with her two naughty children is an all-consuming battle.
I do think I've got my hands full. They've not got two parents. You know, normally you'd always have somebody that's strong or in control, and I found it quite hard to be strong all the time.
Callum and Sophie are both defiant. They never do as they are told.
Callum, can you get your trousers on?
Up you come.
No. Who's in charge here, Soph?
But worst of all is the aggression they unleash on each other
Callum!
and on their mother.
I don't want them to express themselves through fighting, kicking. There seems to be like a competition between them. They're constantly battling for attention, and I feel that I'm just constantly trying to share myself between both of them.
Sophie and Callum's destructive behaviour is also ruining the family home. They draw on walls, rip the wallpaper, and their bedrooms are a dumping ground for their massive array of toys. Most of them broken.
When I broke up with their dad, I think I tried to overcompensate for them not having somebody there, and I think they were sort of spoilt by me.
Kelly's mum Trina, who looks after the children twice a week, is fighting a losing battle against this tidal wave of plastic.
It gets so bad that Kelly can't face it. There is absolutely no system in the bedrooms at all.
Trina faces the difficult role of being gran and a prime carer.
It's all getting out of hand because you've got two different people working in different ways with the children, and which can be confusing for them.
Even with Gran Trina helping, trying to manage Sophie and Callum has become a 24-hour struggle, leaving Kelly no time to pursue anything for herself.
Callum? Bed.
I've had to sort of put my life on hold. My life's been them, and everything to do with me has sort of had to slot in around them.
I just want to watch EastEnders, and it's finished.
My friends have gone to university, they've got good jobs. You know, my life's been totally different.
Kelly is at breaking point and is desperate for help. Supernanny Jo Frost has been nannying for over 15 years and has tricks and techniques designed for even the naughtiest of children. Jo has agreed to move in with the Steer family to try and turn around the troublesome two.
Hiya.
How
are you? I am. Pleased to meet you. Hi, Kelly.
For the whole family, it means following her strict 3-week programme. For the first 2 days, Jo will just observe the family without intervening to get an insight into the main problems in the home. On arrival, Kelly gives Jo a tour of the house.
Sophie had a little bit of a tantrum yesterday. So this is what she does when she has a tantrum. This is like Moses parting the Red Sea. Are you all right there? My word, you could do yourself damage falling over here. Are you decorating? I realise.
No, Callum decided to redecorate.
He's just ripping all the paper off then?
Yeah.
They've just got no respect, the children, for a home at all. No respect for their home at all.
Lunchtime, and whilst Kelly's back is turned, Sophie and Callum throw away their food
Come over.
and help themselves to snacks.
Will you both get out the kitchen? Out of the kitchen!
Jo looks on as Kelly tries to wrestle the children out of the kitchen.
Out!
They get away with not finishing their lunch.
Do you discipline the children?
I just don't... Sometimes I just can't really be bothered. That sounds really bad, but I can't.
Is that because you just haven't got the energy?
Yeah, it's just constant, just one thing after another. And, you know, I just don't know how much attention they think that I can give both of them. You know, there's other things that I'm trying to do, and even like if I'm cooking dinner, they play up, just day-to-day things that I have to do.
Over the next few hours, Jo observes how the children play together.
No! Right, both of you. The toys are away now.
No, you're not.
Stop it.
Their bad behaviour continues when they're with Gran Trina.
No!
Jo's 2 days of observation are up. It's time to sit Kelly and Trina down and tell them what she thinks.
So over the last few days, I've been observing, and I've noticed your house is messy.
Yeah.
Your kids run rings around you. They don't listen to you at all, Kelly. They don't get that sense of authority with the pair of you. They think they can override it.
And I do think, though, they do know when they are doing wrong as well, and I think that's what makes it sometimes worse.
They physically kick out, punch you, and I just feel actually you wouldn't tolerate that from a stranger. You wouldn't tolerate that, the pair of you, from anyone. If you do not show them that
I'm not
they
gonna
cannot
have
do
it.
that, they will walk outside that front door and think they can do that to every child at school, every child at nursery, and everybody that comes in contact with them, that they feel I'm going to disrespect and disregard their feelings. I'm talking to you because I'm being honest. How badly do you want change? How badly have you had enough?
I really do think it's time for change.
These are your toys. Sit down.
From tomorrow, under Jo's new regime, Sophie and Callum's destructive and aggressive behaviour will not be tolerated.
I want your voice to drop. No, you do not do that.
The children are in for a shock, and so is Kelly.
Today is day one for you. So you go in with the same thing and you follow it through and you stick to your guns.
Supernanny Jo Frost is on a 3-week mission to help Kelly Steer regain control of her wayward children. For the next week, she'll move in and help to put an end to 4-year-old Callum and 5-year-old Sophie's destructive reign over the household. Jo sits the family down and delivers her strict set of rules, which they will all have to live by. From now on, she will be intervening to enforce her rigorous discipline techniques. For Sophie and Callum, who've never been properly punished, it's going to be tough.
Right, these are the household rules. And the first one says no more chaos or mess. Okay? No more messy house or messy bedrooms.
I don't like the bathroom.
You have got a messy bedroom. No writing on the walls.
I did.
Yes,
I did.
I know you do, and we don't want that anymore because it's disrespecting the house. No fighting or hitting or kicking each other or
I
mummy
like
or granny
kissing.
or anybody.
No kissing.
Oh, lots of kissing. Lots of kissing, yes, Callum. Lots of kissing, but no fighting. And the last one is mum and gran to work together, okay? Kelly, Trina?
And now you.
Yeah, I want you both to work together.
Doing the same thing.
Right, okay.
Jo believes that to enforce discipline, you need order. She insists that Kelly's house be totally cleaned before she can even start her new regime.
What we're going to do is clear all the clutter and mess in this house and create a system that works.
Yeah, the thing is, the doors are not that bad.
Kelly, the doors are bad. The doors are bad, the walls are bad. Does that mean because you think the doors are not bad that they can do it? That's what you've got to separate in your head. What's acceptable and what isn't.
The children arrive home from school and nursery to find their rooms transformed.
Are you jumping up and down? Look, Callum. Callum, can you see how tidy your bedroom is?
Yeah.
Do you like it nice and tidy?
Jo then addresses how to deal with bad behaviour, teaching Kelly and Trina a new, strict system of discipline. It starts with a verbal warning.
Verbally warning them means coming into the room and literally giving them eye contact. So go down, Kelly, to their level, and I want your voice to drop. No, you do not do that. Secondly, if they do it again and they do not listen to you, we're going to set up here a naughty corner. Now, wherever you are in the house, I want them to sit in a corner and turn them round and let them face the wall, so that they're completely bored stiff. The point is they've not done as they're told. If they turn around, say, turn around.
Should the children continue to misbehave, the final stage of Jo's new punishment system is toy confiscation. Callum and Sophie, who are used to hundreds of toys, will be restricted to just 10 each. The idea is to teach them how to value and care for what they have.
Verbally ask you to behave yourself. You're going to choose 10, and you're going to choose 10, and then we'll take the others away. But when Sophie, she knows that. Callum, can you choose some more to play with?
The children will now only have 10 toys each to play with, and every time they are naughty, one will be taken away and put in a toy confiscation box.
So you can choose 3 from all of these. There's many there, isn't there?
One of Jo's new rules is no hitting. Within an hour, Sophie breaks it.
That don't hurt. Come, what's hurt?
Jo wastes no time putting her new discipline system into practice.
If I see that behaviour again, you will go and sit in a corner. Now be a good girl and behave yourself, and don't be...
Sophie then kicks Callum, and for the first time ever, she's put into the naughty corner.
You can stay there, because your behaviour is naughty. Turn around. I don't find it funny. Now turn around. Turn around, and when you realise that you have been naughty and you want to apologise, shh, Callum, I'm talking, then come over and give Callum a kiss and say you're sorry, and then you can get up from the corner.
Having sat in the corner for a full 2 minutes, Sophie agrees to apologise. It's something Jo insists children must learn to do.
She called you. So she's now showing you that she wants to say sorry. And that when she does do it, you are to praise her for doing it, because she's been grown up enough to realise she's done wrong and she wants to mend that, okay?
Okay. Come on then. Callum, look who I've got to see you.
Sorry.
Just so Callum knows, what are you sorry for? What did you do?
Sorry, I hit you.
What, sorry, look at me. Look at Callum. Callum, look, Sophie's going to say something.
I hit you, I kicked you.
Okay.
That's the first time she's come to say sorry. That is a small victory. It is a start, Cal.
It's 7 p.m. and Grand Trina is doing bath time. When she tells Sophie it's time to get out, she refuses and scratches her gran.
No!
What's going on?
Jo encourages Trina to put Sophie in the naughty corner.
Well done, Trina. Well done, Trina. Keep it up, Trina.
But Sophie runs downstairs into the arms of her mum.
Kelly, don't pacify Sophie and cuddle her hair and go into her and hug her, because what you're doing is you're consoling the bad behaviour that she's just done to Nanny. You hurt your Nanny's neck, and that's not nice behaviour. Shall I go and cut your toenails now? Kelly, you need to support your mummy. You need to tell Sophie that what your mum's just told you is wrong. And she's using you, she's playing against you now for cuddles, because she's throwing both the emotions between the pair of you. She's playing you off of Trina and Trina off of you. What she's done is wrong. And the toy to be taken away. She can't just go around hitting your mum and scratching your mum's neck.
Sophie loses her first toy to the confiscation box, and Jo then insists she apologises to her gran.
Sorry.
Well, that's a really good girl for saying sorry. That's a good girl, Sophie.
Okay. If Kelly doesn't give you that support, somewhere along the line that must dishearten you.
Yeah, we're going in circles. We are. This is where I said I felt one of the problems is how I try to discipline them, then gets undone within minutes on some occasions, like what you just witnessed.
Yeah.
It's been a long day, and as Sophie's screams of defiance continue, it all becomes too much for Kelly.
Kelly. All Sophie is doing is trying to control you. She's trying to push you to the limit where you're like this now. She's going to test you in every level, but when she realises you're coming with the same thing every time, verbal warning, corner, toy confiscation, she's going to learn bloody quickly. And today is day one for you. So you go in with the same thing and you follow it through and you stick to your guns. This is short-lived with kids, trust me.
Kelly needs an extreme amount of work on her self-confidence and self-belief if she's going to get those children to start listening to her and behaving nicely.
Kelly is struggling to show any real authority with the children, so Jo decides that it's time to go back to basics. She teaches voice control so that Kelly can start to assert herself.
Come on. This is what they get, Kelly, this is what they get. Look at my face. Don't do that. Don't do that, Callum. No, stop doing that. That is just... Okay, now what I want you to do is come down, because the children are little. And this is your body language. Bring yourself down to their level. So you come into their space and you can hold their hands or their arms if they're kicking out and, you know, lashing out with their hands, and hold their arms. Because you're not going to be smacked across the face and you're not going to be punched. Hold their arms. So just imagine you're doing that.
No, do not grab me.
Grip. No, do not hit me.
No, I will not have...
Look at me. I'm talking to you.
Look at me, I'm talking to you.
See how your voice was more authoritative?
No, stop it. No. Look at me, I'm talking to you.
That's it.
No, do not do that, that's naughty.
That was brilliant.
Okay.
That was brilliant. You gave me eye contact, your voice went lower, and to me, that bit there where you spoke to me, you felt like you meant it. Where you're leaning.
No matter what happens, it's just a learning curve, and I've had ups and downs. And before, the children would always suffer when we would hit a down, and I'm determined now that they're not going to suffer anymore. But maybe I need to be firmer as a person. Maybe I've just been a complete soft touch. It's about time now that I took a stand in just a decent, not aggressive, but I'm not going to be walked all over.
Over the next 24 hours, Supernanny Jo is on Kelly's case.
We've got to carry on with you verbally telling them off, the naughty corner, and with confiscating the toys, because this behaviour, this aggression, you know, is just absolutely forbidden.
With Jo insisting that Kelly follow her discipline to the letter, and not let any bad behaviour go unpunished, her authority is soon put to the test.
Chelsea's going to be really
When
upset
Sophie goes
if
to the
they've got
toilet,
girls' ball.
Callum jumps into her chair, and he won't move.
Callum, move over. Sophie's coming. Sit.
I know.
I tell you once. I tell you once.
Remember your voice, sit down on the chair, otherwise you're going... Sit
Callum,
down on the
sit
chair and do
down
as you're
on your
told,
chair.
otherwise you'll sit in the corner.
Okay, back on.
No, you deal with it.
Callum, now move. Callum? Right, you're getting down. You're not eating your dinner.
Put him into the corner, just put him into the
And
corner
sit
here,
there.
in this room.
Sit there. Sit there till I've finished eating. Mummy's eating her dinner. If you're going to mess around, you will sit there. Sophie?
With Sophie also refusing to sit at the table, mealtime quickly descends into mayhem.
Right, well, start behaving, or you will sit there and have nothing.
Where will she sit, Kelly?
She'll sit in the corner like last night.
Are you not going to listen? Kelly, what I want you to do is verbally warn her, and if not, she goes in the corner.
Will you stop that screaming? Are you not able to talk to Callum? I've told you no because it upsets him. You just sit there and stay there then.
No, you go follow that through. You follow that through, Kelly.
You sit there. Right.
Come down to her level, Kelly, and talk to her.
Listen.
Put her back. No.
I was trying to talk to her.
Until she there is no talking. She doesn't want to talk to you. She hits you. And if you, Kelly, I'm talking.
No, I've had enough.
What do you mean you've had enough?
I have.
Kelly.
Sophie, go and sit down. Please. I've had enough.
Kelly.
No, I've had enough. No, I've had enough.
Don't lose it. Let's just talk. Kelly.
No, it's bloody wrong.
Worried that Supernanny Jo's discipline techniques are making the children's behaviour worse, not better, Kelly is on the verge of giving up. Getting results in the Steer household is going to be tougher than Supernanny Jo Frost ever anticipated.
I can turn your family around because I'm willing and I'm committed to do it. But if you're not, I'm fighting a losing battle on my own here.
Will Kelly give up on Jo's strict methods, or will she find the strength to take control of her two badly behaved children once and for all?
This little girl is going to have nothing till she learns some bloody respect.
Supernanny Jo Frost has been living with the Steer family for the past week, teaching Mum Kelly and Gran Trina techniques to tame the out-of-control Sophie and Callum.
When you're naughty, the toy will be taken out of your toy box.
Kelly is struggling to follow Jo's methods. She's concerned that this new system of discipline is making things worse, and she's on the verge of giving up.
I'm sorry. No, I've had enough. No, I've had enough.
Jo holds a crisis talk with Kelly. She's determined to convince Kelly to continue with the regime and save herself from a life of chaos.
This is really serious.
Okay.
We can turn your family round quick time. Trust me, I'm a nanny and I've been nannying for over 15 years. And I promise you, I'm backing you up here. And I can turn your family around because I'm willing and I'm committed to do it. But if you're not, I'm fighting a losing battle on my own here. And Kelly, if you don't believe that, then start believing it soon, Kelly.
Kelly finally rises to the challenge when the children refuse to eat their dinner. They ignore her verbal warning and naughty corner threat, so she gathers the resolve and uses toy confiscation to its full effect.
Do you know what? I'm not angry because it's both of you that you can have two toys in the box.
Right, in goes the pirate ship. Yep, because you've been naughty. No, in goes the pirate ship. Well, you should have listened to your mummy, the pair of you.
With only 48 hours left under Jo's tutelage, Kelly really starts to gain authority.
You've got to work really hard to get these toys back. Really, really hard.
She confiscates a total of 11 toys. Sophie and Callum are put in the naughty corner half a dozen times in just one day.
Empty.
and they really start to learn the meaning of the word
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Don't get back in that corner until you get an apology.
Are you sorry, or are you going to sit there all night?
Sorry. Sorry.
And do you know why Jojo puts you in the corner and why she asked Mummy to put you in the corner? Do you know why?
Think about it.
That's right. That's right. And Kelly, I want you to listen to this because you know what?
She's playing me against
You have a beautiful child and she is incredibly intelligent. And I know what she is capable of becoming. I truly do.
By day 4, with both children responding to the punishment system, Jo wants to get to the root cause of the sibling rivalry.
Pirate game.
Jo's observed that they never play nicely together, so she introduces a technique called shared play. The idea is to teach Callum and Sophie how to replace fighting with fun.
Now this is how the game works. You take turns in putting a sword in, okay? Callum, you'll put one in first and then Sophie afterwards. Wait a minute, and you take turns. Callum first. Take your turn. Oh, no it hasn't. Okay, Sophie, you'll go. No, it hasn't. Okay, Callum, you'll go. Okay.
Who's going to be the winner?
I don't know. This is the thing, we don't know.
Now it's time for Kelly to learn how to manage shared playtime with her children.
We'll take turns.
I haven't really played with them like that for quite a while. I think I've been so preoccupied with things that don't matter. I haven't made time, and what I've learned is just that little bit of quality time. You know, what they've rewarded me today is a whole afternoon, no arguing, no fighting, no squabbling.
Oh, poor my brother. Poor Callum. He keeps popping up when he does it.
I know.
The first week of Jo's instruction programme has come to an end. She's now going to leave the family to try and stick to her techniques for the next 7 days on their own.
Keep strong, Kelly.
Yep.
And keep motivated.
All right,
darling.
Thanks for everything.
And I'll see you next week. Trina?
See you later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep working together.
Yep.
Jo will then return and assess how they've done.
You're going to miss her.
It's been an interesting week. It's nice to have somebody there supporting you.
I think if you continue what you've been doing this week with Jo, I'm sure it'll just turn completely around and you'll get stronger.
I think she's going to cope well, but I think she's going to be really challenged with the children. I do definitely believe they're going to test her. And I'm just hoping that she remembers everything we've done, really. I really want it to work for her. I want to be able to come back and her just feel so proud of what she's done.
In the first 48 hours after Jo leaves the house, there's a real improvement in the children's behaviour. Jo's shared play technique is starting to pay off, and there's far less sibling rivalry.
I'm still very on edge and aware that things can sort of blow.
Why? I'm not ready.
I mean, the arguing between the two of them, I know there might be just one or two little incidents, but it's less.
Callum in particular is behaving well. He regularly stays at the table and finishes his meals.
Callum actually is asked for seconds.
He also starts doing as he's told.
Callum, can you turn the taps off, please? Good boy.
And he is rewarded by being reunited with his favourite toy.
That's a good boy.
Sophie is more erratic. She sometimes responds to the discipline
Go and dry your hands, please, Sophie. Thank you.
and has even started to show more respect for her toys.
Well done. Keep pushing then.
But she can still be defiant. She's sent to the naughty corner several times, and Trina has to confiscate 2 of her toys.
I think the toy confiscation is working, but I think she's sort of quite trying to prove a point that I wasn't going to carry this on with Jo being gone. So she's trying to make it quite difficult.
Day 3, Kelly, pleased that there are some small improvements in the children's behaviour, decides to reward them. She buys them new toys.
I was naughty and bought them a skipping rope and a motorbike. They're only from a cheapy shop, so it wasn't new. And they have been very good. They've had a lot of changes. It must have been a bit of a shock for them to going from controlling what they want to what they do to having to do what I say.
By breaking Jo's rule of limiting toys, she has undermined the confiscation system. And when Sophie is next defiant, Kelly finds it difficult to discipline her.
Now why don't you pick up your socks for me like a big girl and then Mummy put them in the washing machine. That's it, come on.
I don't want a sock.
Right, toy in the box now.
She doesn't help matters by missing out crucial stages of Jo's punishment system. There's no verbal warning or naughty corner, and when Kelly threatens to use toy confiscation, it has no effect on Sophie.
Carry on, I will confiscate the toys that I got you yesterday. Huh? Doesn't matter. Do you want me to give the whole lot away?
Because I got lots more.
You haven't? Because you don't deserve them. Because right now, I am absolutely disgusted with you. She's getting... Mum, can you take all this stuff away with you? This little girl is going to have nothing till she learns some bloody respect. Sophie. Right, come here. Pick.
Bothered.
You're not bothered. I'm not bothered either.
I am bothered. And it don't matter if I don't have my toys, and it don't matter if I got my toys away, because I can get more at the shops.
With what? Who's going to buy you them?
You.
By mealtime, Sophie, now aware she's got one over on Kelly, starts to misbehave even more.
Eat a spoon off the mouth.
And she gets away with it. It's a different story with Callum, who, despite doing as he's told, is being disciplined at every turn.
Have you finished?
Yeah.
Can you eat one more bit of the pie for me?
Why? What's the next one? First.
One more. Use your spoon. One more. Thank you. Good boy.
Having let Jo's discipline system slip, Kelly finds herself on a downward spiral. As Sophie's behaviour worsens, Callum's good behaviour goes unnoticed,
My fan now.
and Sophie is even rewarded. As the week progresses and Sophie gets away with more bad behaviour, her aggression returns.
Sweetheart.
While Callum's behaviour is exemplary.
I don't understand why Callum has been so good. If anything, Callum has got better as the day's gone on, and Sophie's got worse.
By the end of the week, all of Kelly's time is yet again taken up by Sophie's unruly behaviour.
Can we get this other book?
And even a simple activity like sharing a story with Callum sends Sophie into an aggressive rage.
Hey Roland, your kite is ready. Who else would like a kite? Callum, say this one, you say that one. Very, very, very...
No!
Right, I'm not reading it.
Big! I wanted to say it! I wanted to say big. It's very big.
Can you get off me a minute, please?
Again, Sophie goes unpunished and Callum loses his place on the sofa.
Mr. Big was sad. What can I go on, he said. The children looked at Mr. Big.
After 7 days without Supernanny Jo Frost, Callum has made a remarkable transformation. But Sophie is back to square one. The family are once again controlled by her aggressive behaviour.
Are you going to do what I think you're going to do? I'm not laughing, Sophie.
Supernanny Jo Frost has been watching clips of the family and is unimpressed. She has just 1 week to repair the damage, but can she make Kelly see just where she is going wrong?
No!
All right, let's not even go
I
there.
can't tell you
No, let's not even go
how
there.
that has frustrated me to watch that.
For the past week, Kelly Steer and her mum Trina have been attempting to enforce Supernanny Jo Frost's stringent rules to discipline Sophie and Callum. Whilst Callum has responded well to the techniques, Sophie's still both defiant and aggressive. Having watched the clips of Kelly struggling to use her techniques, Jo is back and has just 1 week to rescue Kelly from a life governed by an unruly 5-year-old.
When I first came here, I saw what I thought could be improved. And now I'm seeing where it's slipping. And I can clearly see that.
Using the clips, Jo wants to get Kelly to understand where she went wrong. Starting with Sophie's aggressive behaviour towards Callum, which went unpunished.
Now that was out of order. You were stressed out that Sophie was screaming, so you went, I will go and read a book to Callum. And she comes over and says, that's my book, and snatches it off.
No!
Right, I'm not reading it. Excuse me? You actually face your back and you focus on Sophia.
All right, let's not even go
I can't tell you.
No, let's not even go
how
there.
that has frustrated me to watch that. Did you not see your son's face there? Because I feel sorry for Callum. He never complains about having to share his time with Sophia, do you know that? But she always has to take that away from him, and you allow it.
When I see the body language to Callum, it's just really... Like, I always think I'm affectionate to Callum and he gets a lot of time, but without realising, he's getting cold signals from me and he's being pushed out. Now, why don't you pick up your socks for me like a big girl and then Mummy put them in the washing machine? That's it, come on. Right, toy in the box now.
Where was her warning?
Jo points out that Kelly failed to use a verbal warning and the naughty corner and went straight to toy confiscation.
You went from A to C, you didn't follow anything through, nothing was consistent.
She's got my attention again for saying stupid.
No, completely. Yeah. I'm hoping that this is going to make you realise that that behaviour from Sophia's got to stop.
Right, Callum.
Because you're to blame for all of that.
Jo only has a few days to help Kelly turn things around, and Sophie is still a big concern. Given that Kelly failed to enforce the naughty corner and undermined the toy confiscation system, Jo is forced to institute her crisis method of punishment for Sophie.
Because you're struggling with the disciplinary rules, what I want to do is to change that. I want you to remove her from the situation where she was having fun. Remove her from the room where she was having fun and that she started to misbehaving. If then Sophia comes to you, which she naturally will, because every time you tell her off, it's like she wants to then cling to you, I want you to go like that. No, don't come near me. I've sent you into the other room because you're naughty. Now go away, please. Bad behaviour doesn't warrant any of your attention.
From now on, Sophie won't be given a verbal warning. It's one strike and you're out. And as they all sit down to play a game together, it doesn't take long for Supernanny's new technique to be put to the test.
Sophia, that behaviour is not acceptable. Get out of the room, please. Ready, my go.
By yourself, and I'll play with Callum.
By ignoring Sophie's bad behaviour, Kelly can give her full attention to a well-behaved Callum.
Ready? Hey! Well done. Jojo's turn. Okay. Yes! Yeah! Give Mummy 5!
I got out. I got out.
Just move. Move out of the room.
Okay.
Not interested.
I'm not interested, Sophie.
What's happened? I'm out.
Wander off.
I'm out.
Firm voice.
It's not a naughty corner, I just put you on the stairs because I don't want you in here. Get out.
Sorry.
Come and join us and play.
Green.
Okay, green. You see how that's working now?
That's totally thrown her completely. For the first time, that was really, really good because she actually said sorry and she joined back in with the game. So, you know, first try. It can only get better. Exactly, it can only get better.
Yeah. Over the next 24 hours, they use Jo's one strike on you're out discipline technique consistently until Sophie realises that unless she behaves, she's completely ignored.
So I think the new technique, just to give her no attention, no nothing, has actually worked really, really well. The message is clear. You behave good, you'll get all my time, all my attention. If you scream, shout, kick, punch, you're going to get nothing. And she soon got fed up of that.
The following morning, Jo realises Sophie's attention-seeking behaviour goes much deeper. She discovers that Sophie regularly wets her bed and ends up in Kelly's. Up until now, Kelly has chosen not to confront this issue, but Jo thinks it needs to be addressed.
Are you really happy when you wet the bed? Or are you really sad when you wet the bed?
I'm happy when I wet the bed.
You're happy when you wet the bed? No, you're not.
Why?
Why is that? Why are you happy when you wet the bed?
Because I can go in my mum's room.
So you can go in your mummy's room. So is that why you wet the bed, so you can have cuddles with mummy?
Yeah.
Jo's method of preventing bedwetting is to get Sophie up to go to the toilet during the night.
If she goes to bed at 7:30 and say you go to bed around, 11, 12 o'clock, is to actually get her out of bed, even if she's sleepy, and if that means that you've got to just carry her and she's got her arms and legs wrapped round you,
take her.
Yeah, no big deal at all. Just sort of say, come on, we're just going to go to the toilet, and just sit her on there and say, do a wee-wee for mummy. And she'll just automatically do it. And then, you can bring her back, tuck her in, say, good girl, and tuck her back into bed.
That evening, for the first time, Kelly tries Jo's technique.
You getting her up and taking her to the toilet means she's less likely to wet the bed, and so she's not going to be wanting to come into your bed because her bed's uncomfortable. So you're just breaking that cycle for her. You're helping her.
Over the next few nights, Kelly continues to get Sophie up for a toilet visit, and it's working.
We've had more dry nights this week. Normally it's, I would say, pretty much every night she's wet the bed, and I think we've had 2 or 3 dry nights, so that's very, very good. She needs her own room, and I need my own space.
Supernanny Jo Frost's 3-week programme of discipline has come to an end. It's time for goodbyes.
Jo just brought you down here because I'm going home tomorrow, and I'm going to go back to my house, and you're going to be here with your mummy in your lovely home.
And you never see us again?
Oh no, you will see me again. I'll come and see you. What I want you to do is really try hard and be good children, okay? No fighting, hitting or kicking. So I'd really like you to love each other very much and not hurt one another, okay? Sit tight. Give the children a kiss from me in the morning. Feel emotional, don't you? Start me off.
See, you take care. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
She worked. She got what she was working for without making people feel inadequate. I'm glad you said that word. Yeah.
I do think they're going to find it hard. I'm not lying here. I'm not, pretending that I don't think they're going to have challenges. But I'm very optimistic, that it will change, because things have changed, rapidly with the time that we've spent there. So, if they keep going, it can only get better.
Kelly is determined to make sure the children don't go back to their aggressive and destructive ways. 1 month on, and she's made a huge effort to stick to Jo's discipline regime. And now life in the Steer home is transformed. Kelly is managing to divide her time equally between Callum and Sophie. Callum is happier. Sophie is finally calmer, and playtime between her and Callum is unrecognisable.
Sophie and Callum's relationship has totally transformed. They play well, they're talking with each other, you know, and Sophie's just helping Callum. They're a lot closer, there's a much stronger bond there between them.
That's me, and that's my brother.
There are moments, but Kelly manages it better. That's the difference.
Ready, let go, Callum.
She's got on top of everything that was going on in the house. She's a stronger person. Yeah, I think she's enjoying it. Yeah.
And when Kelly's grandmother visits, she's astounded at the change in the household.
I hope she don't let all this good work slip. You've done really proud of you, Kelly. You've achieved something.
I run the house now. Sophie still tries, but I definitely run the house. I could not go back to living my life how I was living it. No, I'm just looking forward now. I'm just looking to build a future and just try and get the best out of them, really.
Little princess, close your eyes. And then in the morning, when you wake up, there'll be